Alright, so earlier today I picked the two Takagen locks that I made videos for, and then I picked the West 916, and so now we're going to try the Kaba Ace. This one, it's got 3 rows of pins. They're coming from the left, the right, and the top. So I hate these kind of locks that have these top pins. I don't know, they're just they're difficult and they're not as fun. But this one has the pins up there. And there's another Kaba, there's the Kaba Star that I have not gotten open. It's got 5 rows of pins, and one of the ones I got from Correct Jeans is the Kaba Ace, no, the Kaba Star Neo. So basically another one of the stars with 5 rows. Snow was telling me earlier that the Japanese Kaba Star only has 4 rows, but I have a Swiss format one and it has 5 rows. So we'll see. I think my Swiss format one, I don't remember how many pins it has, but the one I got from CJ has 19 pins in the Neo. All right, so anyways, you guys aren't interested in any of that. Using the 2 sandwich Z bars again inside of the 3D printed holder, just to give me some extra whatever, to give it some turning force. I have 2 multi-picks with me. These are multi-pick flags. I have the number 1 and, no, what is it? Yeah, the number 1 and the number 9. These are kind of curved flags. One to push pins on the right and one to push pins on the left. They kind of curve around the pins. So this one, I would be picking the pins that are on the left, and it kind of curves and avoids the ones on the right a little bit. They're nice because they're pretty tall for as far as multi-pick flags go. And then for the top, I have a Peterson 18,000ths hook number 1, and I'll use that to pick the top 4 pins that are up there. And there are, I want to say there's 5 pins down each side, but I don't know, something like that. We'll see. So I'm pushing it, and I'll start on the right side here. If I can get on there. I can't really see down the keyway to see what's blocking me. But all right, click from the first one on the right, and now I want to get on the second one, but something's blocking me from doing much. All right, second one, click there on the second one on the right, third one on the right, click there, fourth one on the right, click there, fifth one on the right, click there, and a big snap from the plug when I got that one. So I think that was signifying that I got all the ones on the right. Now, maybe it'll be the top ones. I'm not entirely sure, but let's see. So I might need to get some of the ones on the left out of the way before I can go for the top ones. But the first one up top, I think that's it. Looking for a binder. Second one, got to click out of the second one. And let's see, something further back, got to click there, I think. It's hard to tell if I'm, and I click out of the back one. So I think that might be all the top ones. Let's check the pins on the left. So the first one on the left is going pretty far. Little click from it, tiniest clicks. Second one, little click there. Third one on the left, having a hard time getting on it. Having a hard time getting on that third one. Tiniest of clicks there, maybe. Fourth one. Fourth one went really high and then clicked very mildly. And the last one on the left went pretty high and clicked. Oh no, there's another one. Sixth one on the left, I guess. That one, there it got click, and it, oh, and we're open. Okay, so that went pretty well, I guess. Let's go ahead and see if we can get inside of this. So I didn't expect it to open that quick. That was pretty good. I like it. far as getting into this guy, grab a few tools here. I don't know. I did see that there's a like a little circular clip on the back, but it's recessed, so I can't use my normal gutting tool to get down there. So I'm thinking I might be able to, maybe I can push it with this a little. Oh, be smart to lock it back up again. Where's that key? Locked up. Yeah. And let's try pushing on this. No. Let's try going down the middle here and pushing on the tab from right here. Yep. So you see this C-clip goes around, it's got a little tab coming down that stops it from rotating left and right. I'm able to leverage off this actuator and push up on that tab there and get it most of the way off. But now it's stuck on the sides here. Let's see. How do I get it the rest of the way off? It's nice to come that far, and now it's off, but it's like stuck down there. C-clips always take longer than the picking of the lock. So how are you supposed to get it upward without completely bending it? Well, this is annoying. Like, how is this supposed to come out? If I can get this actuator out, maybe I can tilt this upward and pull it out. But I gotta get this tailpiece off to do that, and it's stuck on one side of the clip. Maybe that. Oh, come on. Getting this back on is going to be a joy too, isn't it? The world. Alright, now that's getting bent. Alright, so now I got that tailpiece off. I'm thinking I could flip this up or something if it's not going to just be all bent already. What? This is, Japanese are smart engineers. This is not smart engineering. Now that's bent, so I'm going to have to take it on the anvil and hammer that flat again. Okay. Next step. See if that was enough to loosen this. Is the plug going to come out? The plug is going to come out. Okay, so that's a good sign. Next is find a follower that's going to hopefully work. So the Kaba Star, I'm wondering if it'll be compatible. Of course not. How about, what is this, Alpha FB? That'll fit, but it might be too big. Looks like we need a small one. Kaba Gemini Plus. No. Probably something that size. That looks about, I should have measured this first before I came down. I think that'll be about the right size, but we have these gaps here which are annoying. I can only, there are 3 sides, but I could only really, what is this called? Shim one side. So as long as I keep it nicely at 15 degrees or 45 degrees, it should be okay. So I'm going to mark the top even though it's obvious, so I know where to keep it rotated. I'm going to take the tag off the key. It's less to worry about. And then I'll rotate 15 degrees like that, because it's top, left, and right. And then I have this big slot down the length of the follower. I don't think I have a solid one in this diameter. I didn't bring down my commercial followers, so which might have been smart. All right, we're gonna try this. Make that up top. And try to go in like so. Follower doesn't want to go in or something. Let's try to see it from the other side, what's going on. Follower is going in, and then it gets stuck. What's it getting stuck on? Okay, I just lost a key pin. Don't want to put it back in without that key pin. You'll get a driver drop into the empty hole. So put that key pin back in. You want to be aware if you have key pins and stuff falling out. But I'm curious if it'll go further or if it's getting stuck on something. Like, this is probably so dumb. No, it's the plug will keep going, it looks like. But why is this follower is kind of small anyways. Sorry, I'm not well prepared as usual. Seems to be my MO lately, is to not be well prepared for these things. That one is a little bit small but might work. Was it the T999 I used earlier? That one's too big. Like, I should have printed one for the size and the shape. Like, you know, I'll create one with the right shape on the back and the right diameter. But it looks like I did not. Attack again. I think the T80 was smaller yet. So it's going to be this T999 that I started. That one's a little loose, but not too bad. All right. Why is it stopped? It doesn't want to go further. Okay, so it's not that the follower doesn't go, it's the plug doesn't go further out than that. I'm going to try wiggling the plug, like turning it left and right. No, it just doesn't want to come out further than that. So, dropping key pins. Did I lose more than one key pin? It looks like I lost 2 key pins there. I don't know where the other one went. All right, I'm going to stop this at this point because something is stopping it. Maybe it's this screw here, actually. But I have, in the meantime, lost one of my... Well, actually, if I can gut it, then it doesn't matter that I lost one of the key pins. I can find it later. Let me see if there's a screw here. And maybe this is poking down into the plug and stopping it. Seems like a set screw of some sort. So that could well be it. Here's the one pin I've lost, but there's another one. I think it fell on the ground. I did hear something, but I'll look at that in a minute. We'll see if we can keep going with this. Plug follower. It doesn't go on further. Oh wait, is there something? So I can see down the hole there into the, is there another one? Something if I spin this all the way down? Nope. This is really annoying. I spin it all the way up. So I took that out. But that doesn't look to reveal anything. I don't want to drop that back down without finding that other pin. It does seem like the whole, the outer sleeve to this is moving now when I took that set plug out. But, oh, and I can pull the whole thing out the back maybe, and then gut it. I do need to find that, pin then, so I can slide it back in. So let's drop this pin in. Come on. And I might give it a pause right here. Well, jeez, how do I do this? While I go locate that lost pin. So it's not here. I might have to go upstairs and get the magnet to sweep the floor, but I'll fast forward this part. Okay, so after a bunch of searching, no pin has turned up. I did manage to find like 3 more screws, but no pin. So with that said, I don't know if there was a pin there in the first place, but I'm going to take a piece of tape here and I'm going to cover up that pinhole so that no driver can drop into it, and then we'll go and see if we can gut it. And if I gut it and I find that there is a pin missing, then I'll find it after. It's just weird I haven't found it yet because there's not really anywhere it can go. I'm right up against the wall here. There's not much place stuff can go. So let's go ahead and look in there like this. We'll get this piece of tape down in there. See if I can get it to stay like that. A little piece of tape here. More ow. These tweezers take a lot of blood from me. They're very sharp. And they like to take my blood. But a little lock surgery here, like that. And then we'll push it down. That'll act like a permanent or temporary permanent shim. I can put the whole thing back in, hopefully. There we go. Take the key out. Can't take the key out. Oh, because the whole plug is sliding in because I took out that set screw. Interesting. And the whole thing is happening because that tape doesn't want to go in. Alright. Well, good thing we're recording so you can see what the nightmare looks like. The whole thing won't go back forward to where the set screw lines up for whatever reason. I hope I'm not breaking this. Okay. Oh no, that was the inside. So I can get this. Okay, I lost the pin again. Oh, I see where that pin is. How do I get that pin back? There's a... Oh! It got sucked up. Wait, what? Did I straight up lose another pin? The first pin here is gone. I'm wondering if it like falls in between here somewhere, but no. That first pin is missing now. And this tape is coming up right here. I have to put a new piece of tape, but I can't get this now to go back in. The outer one won't go back in. You see that? And I can't push the whole thing out the back because the key is in. I don't want to slide this whole thing back in because now I'm missing that left pin there. You know? It's just a joy. Alright, I think I will have to cut it here, and this one's going to take some thinking on how to fix this. Yeah. Don't turn it. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take some thinking. Alright, I'll figure that out, and maybe I'll repick it for another video, but kind of a gutting disaster. Okay, so what did I find out? I got it back to working after all that craziness. I don't have the clip on the back. So it's telling me to take my medicine. I don't have the clip on the back, so almost lost a bunch of pins again. This lock is cursed. But I will get these 2 pins back in and try to explain what happened. So I was gutting it, or attempting to gut it, and I got to this point and I was like, hey, I lost the top pin. Well, it turns out there is no top pin. So in my searching for that top pin, I took out the set screw, and what that did was allow the cord to come out like that. There's this little pin in there. I don't know what it does, but it just goes in the top, and it like rests on top of the, maybe it's anti-drilling or something. I don't know. It rests right here for whatever reason. And so what happened was that, I'm going to take that pin back out, because I had taken that set screw out, it allowed this the lock cord to slide back a little, creating this little gap area in here. Okay, and this gap area is big enough for a pin to fall out of the plug and rest in here. And so while I was looking for that top one, I had created that little gap there, and 3 of the pins had fallen out into this area here. Unfortunately, while this was sticking forward, it couldn't go back any further because the key stopped this from coming out the other side, right? The bow of the key. The pins were in here, and there wasn't enough space to just, because the plug was sticking out a bit, right? There wasn't enough space to drop the pins out. So I grabbed a shim, I was wiggling them around, and I had to get them to drop into the front chamber here. Either the front chamber here or the front chamber here. Then I could push the plug back out the front and dump the pins out. Dump that pin out, go catch the next one. Dump the pin out, catch the next one. Painful process. I got all 3 pins out, and that allowed me to, like you just saw me, I lost the pins just now. Same thing, I had it out a little bit. I put the 3 pins back in, put it back in, and prayed that there was no top pin. In fact, I wasn't even praying that there was no top pin. I was looking for a way to, I had actually, like I was showing, I'd cut another piece of tape to put over top of that. And while I was getting ready to do that, I accidentally pushed this whole thing back in like this. And I was like, oh man. But then I realized the key worked, and so I knew that top pin is just not there. So I got to this point, and I was like, okay, now I'll try to gut it. So I went to find a follower, and I went to gut it, and it only comes out that far, right? Far enough to not lose one of the driver pins or anything like that, but it only comes that far out. And you can see there's no top pin there, and I can't get it to come any further out. And I don't want to turn it too much, because if there are any other unpopulated holes, they'll get populated by other drivers. So yeah, let me try it 45 degrees the other way. Yeah, it just stops, like it gets stuck. So there's got to be another, like you see how there's like a slot like this, so there's got to be a pin in there, right? And it allows the plug to come, and then it gets stuck, right, like that. So I I didn't have a way to I don't have a way to get this out. And there's probably a pin here. I could drill somewhere and drop that pin out that will allow it to come all the way the rest of the way out. But oh my gosh. But yeah, this is as far as I'm going to be able to take it. I just wanted to show that how to recover from that gutting disaster. And if you have this format, I'm going to tell you that you can't non-destructively gut this. But you can put that back in there and put the set screw back in. And then I have the that clip to put back on there. Actually, you know what? See, if I knew this, I would have taken this out, and then that's how they did it. That was the engineering behind it, right? I was complaining about their engineering. I'm gonna have to hammer this flat. I'll put this back on here. But yeah, I'd have it out, and then I could have taken this off very easily, right? But because it was inside there, I couldn't figure out how to get that off. And I am getting texted nonstop. But I'm gonna end that here. The Kaba Ace. Probably do some fast forwarding in the middle to get to this part, but I wanted to show the aftermath. Thanks. Bye.